G'day, mates. This is like the hairstyle I was really proud of, but yesterday was like more floofy. I'm still sick, by the way, so it's only gonna be a shorter stream, like probably barely an hour. And my mom reckons it's because I've been worked hard. Like I've been working hard. I've been doing a lot, and my body's just like shutting down, which kind of sucks. But I was at my parents' house today, and I wonder if wait. I was going to replace the A button because it doesn't push down, but I wonder if I need to drill off more. I might need to drill more off of it. Yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow when I go to my parents' house. Oh, tomorrow it'll be like same time-ish stream because my cousin's coming over. But what we'll be doing today is putting like clicky triggers on the triggers. So that's today's stream, and I've set up my iPad. Come on, OBS. There we go. So I'll be attaching this to the triggers. So we're just gonna let it just catch up. I know, hey. I'm like moving my elbow so I know when it catches up. You know what? I'm gonna close the software and then open it again. What I'm saying is this is the anthem. Throw your hands up, you don't wanna be you. There we go. So just gonna try and open this. There's like bloody staples and tissue tape. Why do I need tape? Ow. Got the infamous tweezers. You know, the ones that broke last time I was modding? Got replacement screws. 2 screwdrivers. Alright, and this is what we'll be using to make the triggers clicky. I'm so excited for this. Also, when I go to my, can we like, moment of appreciation. I mean, not for this one, because I didn't make this one, but I made these 2, and I'm making another cuff. Alright, let's take apart the controller. again. Because I've already taken it apart once today. With my mom watching. That was fun. And then we started watching why isn't it opening? I did this earlier with my mom. Like I couldn't unscrew the screws. I might not be able to do this mod. So I can tighten it, I just can't loosen it. Cause like, it just doesn't wanna work. But what's even worse is the Phillips head fits. So I don't understand why. This is a bust. I won't be streaming this. Where did I put the screwdriver? Oh. I yeeted it. I can't fetch it open it again. It's like when it gets to a certain spot. Oh, the green one's coming out. Just the pink one doesn't want to come out. I think I'm like breaking the screw. It is slowly coming out. And what I might do is I might use one of the replacement screws with this one. Oh, finally. Right. Finally. Now we can get into the good stuff. Wait, I forgot to move my cuff up. I like adding my cuff up into my elf ear because it gives my elf ear like a bit more character. Because you know, elf ears aren't character enough. And by the way, I know, flattering camera angles. Like I should be a director or like a cameraman. Yeah. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, when you wash your hands like a million times a day, and then you wear gloves also another million times a day, your hands dry out. And when I start picking out my skin, and then I've caused some wounds. And my type of work, my line of work, I don't want it to get infected. And I put cream on it last night. And I didn't want the cream to come off. That's the main thing, is I don't want the cream coming off. All right, Band-Aid. Oh, Band-Aid. Battery is out. Huh, I did not put 2 4 screws in at home. That's weird, because I remember, I left some screws at home. I didn't put 2 screws in. Yeah, I tried not doing that, Mila, but when you like feel it, you're like, oh, I just gotta pick it. And so it stung a bit, it bled a bit. It's a good thing I've got extras, and then I've got like a butt ton in my toolbox. Although I was taking apart screws and stuff at my parents' house, and they have cats, and one of the cats ate a rubber band this morning, so we do know they're down for like eating many things. All right, here comes the fun part. And when I say fun, it's not actually very fun, because it's the ribbon cable. Jeez, if I break the tweezers pulling out the ribbon cable, I'm gonna know these tweezers are crap. Alright. Now we're gonna take the triggers off and undo this ribbon cable. But I'm not gonna take the PCB out because I don't need to. So ribbon cable is out. Yeah, man, I set up my iPad to be like a second camera, and yet you still can't see anything. It's like we know you're missing screws, Lala, but we won't report you to the police and put you in an asylum. All right. Now, what I remember from the LED mod that I awesomely did, you need to take the 2 rods out, and that is what broke these tweezers. So I'm wondering if like the screwdriver will be able to fit in and push it out. Oh no, because you need to pull it out. Never mind. I had to like end up. You know, I'm just gonna go straight for the pliers, based off of last time experience. Last mod experience. Alright. So the first one that I'm doing is kind of like sliding out. I have to do it by like less than a millimeter at a time, or else it's just not going to come out. Oh, yeah. But you need pressure to pull the rod out. Don't tell me how to do my job, Neela. And then we're gonna take out these membranes. Although I don't know if you need to like unstick the sticky thingy. Update on my MCU rewatching. I'm up to Infinity War, and that was the last movie I watched when I actually like really wanted to see them all. And I struggled to like want to watch it because I'm not gonna like. Well, you need to pinch the rod to pull it out. Anyway, I'm up to Infinity War. And half of them die in Infinity War. And I know that happens. Like, I know they come back. But I'm like, I don't want to watch them, like, die again. And no, I had this discussion with my sister and my dad was around. Discussion with my sister earlier today about like spoiler alerts and spoiler warnings. Because I was saying, hey, you're like the kid in Shazam, and then you're like the other kid in Shazam, and then my sister's like, spoiler alert, and I'm like, no, that movie's been out for years, and on the internet there's like a grace period of like 6 months or until the movie comes out on streaming platforms and DVD, where yeah, you'd have to say spoiler alert, because if you really wanted to watch it, you would have watched it. So and then my sister's like, yeah, but it's just procrastination. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I have to beat up my screen every once in a while because it decides to like turn off. Go into sleeping mode. Oh, I do have to pull it off because I got a new one of these. What's your take, Neela, on like spoiler warnings? And how long you should wait? Between like life. Because I think 6 months is like pretty solid. Alright, now I need to pull tape off, which I remember last time is not really good. What does it depend on, Neela? Exactly. And that's like my thinking is in like 6 months. It's not past like 2020, 2021 really, but even then, movies were out on streaming platforms and not in cinemas because everyone just decided to get sick. Because China was like, I made this made in China, and they're like, what about a world pandemic? I'm kidding, by the way, China, please don't come after me. Like, you guys do you. But, yeah. I was gonna say something, but then I forgot. Because I wanted to make sure China knew that I like China. This bit's being a bit difficult to come off. I just had to rip it with my bare hands. Yeah, that's a good point. But if you're talking about the movie, or if you're talking about a show, like earlier today with my mom, I was like, have you watched the Blair Witch Trials? Because she was a kid in like 99. Or no, she was a teenager. And actually that was a couple years before I was born. So yeah, she was like an older teenager. But at that time, I watched a film theory video on it, and I watched another video on the Blair Witch Trial, so like I knew what happened in the film. So if Mom was like, "Oh yeah, they get trapped in a house," I wouldn't have been like, "Dude." I would have been like, "Yeah, okay," because I brought it up. Like I started talking about it because I watched videos on it, but if I didn't want to be spoiled on something, I would have been like, hey, is this movie any good? So like if I wanted to watch the Blair Witch Trials, but I haven't seen anything on it, I would have been like, hey, did you ever watch this movie? Was it any good? And then that would signal to them kind of that this person has not seen it. You get any of that? Kind of sound for the clickiness you put in. Yeah, the Blair Witch Project. Same thing. Have you seen it, Neil? Have ya? The darn thing isn't going in. What? They didn't even get stuck in the house. I kind of want to see it because the like style of the movie is just insane, and you never see that. You never see just like raw footage of people doing people things. But at the same time, they're in the woods, and like Slenderman's in the woods, and the woods is like bloody terrifying. I love the origin story of Slenderman, like how he became a thing. Like there was an image on the internet, and and then they made a story on it. I'm going, cause it's really hard to get both sides down at the same time. I'm gonna go and put these buttons back on top, and put the rod in, and then focus on this side. Yeah, that's why I want to watch it, but it's hard. I mean, it'll be scarier than FNAF. Hey, far out. No, I felt something fall, but it was just one little membranes. Is there like found footage genre? Oh, it's labeled. It's labeled. That's cool. There's like R and ZR on there. You can't see it because iPad camera. So, and this is R. No, this is L. No wonder why that's not going on. Have you seen the remake, Mila? Or like the remaster, whatever they called it, that came out a few years ago. There's like one that released a few years ago. I don't know if it was a remake or remastered or like something, but it's literally called Blair Witch. I haven't watched a video on that, but like I've been discussing earlier, it's been out for years, and I've watched the videos on the Blair Witch Project like a couple days ago. So if I really wanted to watch it, I would have watched it. I might Google it for stream afterwards, or you can Google it now, I guess. Man, I would love to play a game of the Blair Witch Project if it was like actually good, because I can see it, like a Slenderman game, or the Slenderman game. I don't know. Although I heard that the Blair Witch Project seemed like so real that the families were getting like sympathy cards from fans and stuff. I'm like, man, could you imagine? And the character descriptions are just like heightened of themselves, which is pretty cool. These rods were so much easier to put in and out than the other Pro controller. Alright, now to attach everything back together. And I didn't even break these. Probably because I didn't use them. Jeez. Yeah! Yeah. And apparently they posted, I don't know how, but they posted like Heather's diary, which is also just insane. Because you're like, oh, they found this girl's diary? Like, I hope she's okay, man. I'm trying to figure out the best approach. Oh, yeah. I was like, how do I reattach it? How old were you, Neela, when you watched it? Alright, I'm gonna put the screws back in. I yeeted a screw. I had it in my tweezers to try and get it in the hole, and it just went yeet. I was an adult. Yeah, but you've been like an adult for like ever, Neela. Because you're like, what, 50 years old? You don't seem so sure. Hey, I'm 21. Alright. It's in the hall. I'm trying to think of what game I should play when I finish modding this a bit more. Because I want to play something for a bit. But I don't want to play one of my new Switch games. Because I want to get like really invested into it. But I will show you my 3 Switch games. But I'll probably just play The Sims. Cause I like The Sims. So videos I've been watching from this dude and this one dude, the dude is like, there's 3 things that every female like relates to, or that does, and he's like, I can't remember the first thing he said, but the second thing was watch documentaries on serial killers, and the third thing is they play The Sims, and they don't know why, but they just have an urge to play The Sims, and I was like, man, that's pretty accurate. Although I don't watch documentaries on serial killers, I just watch like YouTube videos. I've got the ribbon cable into a really good position, but I need to close it. And I need my tweezers. No. Sure, Neela. Ah, you're saying I have shaky hands. Yeah, what's new? I'm kind of sick. Kind of hungry. I'm just like overworked, man. I'm gonna get my Switch out and make sure the ribbon cable connected successfully before I plug everything in. But what I'm gonna do, Neela, after stream, is have ice cream. So, yeah. Although when I play after I mod the controller, I'll show you guys the 3 games I got, but I want to like show you. Alright, let me pull up. Input source. This is the controller that I bring out with me because it fits in my case. And yeah, it's 3 D-pads. I'm mainly using this controller because the A button doesn't work. Not yet. And then I proceed. I tell you guys that, and then I proceed to press the A button. Oh, there's no battery in it. I'm like, is that turning on? It's Because you need a battery. The plus button has shifted. Look at the plus button. I'm gonna have to unscrew everything. Alright. At least I didn't screw everything in. Like, I can still take this bit out. But I'll have to undo the ribbon cable. Hate ribbon cables. And the FPC piece. Are you really that surprised, Neela? I was bound to mess up eventually. But what's even worse is it's been like that probably since I screwed it back in at my parents' house. Alright. Let's fix this. Which one's the plus button? Okay, it's this one. Oh, fixed it. Oh, I thought I might as well show you the micro switches that my mom soldered on. That's right, my mom did it. It was really weird, like really annoying too, because after she'd solder on one, she'd be like, "Oh, I did it!" But she was like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What?" Because I'm like, "Did she wreck something?" I was like, "I did it." I'm like, "Oh, well, how about you just start with that next time instead of like gasping." Alright. Plus button. All the buttons are on good. Alright. No, you don't want to do that yet. You want to attach it onto here like that. Okay. Now let's put in this ribbon cable. This FPC piece. love how I always gotta use the tweezers and then end up using my fingers to push it in. But to secure it in place, tweezer time. Alright, that's in. Good, now I can screw in the rest of the screws. Oh man, there's a screw under the FPC. So I'm gonna have to undo it. I'm not annoyed you are. I like how I assumed I was gonna have enough time to like play a game afterwards because I wanted to stream for like an hour so I can still like rest. It's been 45 minutes. I'm not gonna get time to play a game. Like I know I could if I really wanted to, but I shouldn't. Oh, and Monday is a public holiday, but my cousin will also be over. So it'll be another afternoon after dinner stream. This middle one is not going down. Wait, is it down? No, it's not down. There's still like a bit of space. I'm also really annoyed because I can't find my controller case. Alright. It's for the best though, Neela. Because I'm feeling, what I have just thought of is my body is going through physical burnout. Wait, what are these pieces? I don't have these pieces in. I think I need to put these pieces in because there's actually no connection being made. My back and elbow is starting to hurt. I'm in desperate need of under desk storage. Of course, it's not going to show. Yeah, I'm making a lot of noise, but that's because there's a lot of crap underneath on my desk. And yeah, I've tried clearing out the crap before, but all of the crap on my desk I need. Or is crap that I haven't put away, like this coffee cup from this morning. And no, I don't drink coffee. I use it to drink milk. I tried making a mushroom the other day, but like I couldn't figure it out. So I might rip it apart, make something else. Let's get to unscrewing. Definitely not gonna have time to play a game. I'm having cream egg. Neela, you're not talking to me because I upsetted you. Upsetted? Yeah, that's right, upsetted. Yeah, I know. But I like to think of it, Neela, is I made you so upset that you're upsetted. You're looking someone up, or you're looking up? On Tinder? It's alright, I won't judge. Looking up an ex. Looking up an ex's partner. See what they're doing now. Why? Are you just such a good singer, Neela? Oh, when you said, looking someone up. I could have also said, when you said that I was looking someone up, I was like, oh, are you looking them up and down? And you've already done the down part. That you're a good singer? Is that what you happen to believe is true? I wouldn't know. Well, I guess if it does go up on the YouTube live, the comments or the chat can decide. I knew it was way too easy. I knew it was way too easy, these rods. Yeah. I just want to like meet someone. In the Big Bang Theory, there was an episode where Raj and Howard go to a goth bar and to meet like goth females, and I'm like, I need a gamer bar where they sell energy drinks and coffee and not alcoholic drinks and vanilla Coke, because I'd be going there. I have actually never tried an energy drink. When I was a kid, it was because my mom was like, they're unhealthy. I know, Neela. I just so want it to be true, man. There is probably a video on how to do this mod, but I'm down here, and my PC's over there. Actually, my monitors are over there. My PC's over there, but it's over there. So I know I should like look it up on how to put these little white bits in. But and I haven't tried it. Like I'm an adult. Doesn't feel that way, but I'm an adult. There's little. I know you guys can't see, but like my camera's up there, but there's little holes in the trigger that fit perfectly for the little white pieces. So I'm gonna oh gosh. Though I thought it was odd that when I like pushed down on the triggers, I thought it was a bit weird that I'm not getting any clicky feedback. This might be why. Oh, and it just fell out. Like, yeah, I'm not getting any clicky feedback. Oh, there it goes. So I will reassemble upside down. There we go. Well, I didn't even know what these were for because I didn't watch a YouTube video. Although I probably should have. But I was like, yeah, it's not that complicated. You just put this piece on and take this piece off. He would be too. Oh, good, and there's a hole in the bumper. It's almost like it was made to have clicky switches. But I'm only going to do one side at a time, so I don't lose anything. Oh, shoot. I've popped out the FPC. Alright, let's try and put this rod back in. But now it's actually clicking. I thought it was odd that when I pushed down on it, when the rods were in, that it wasn't clicking. I was like, huh, how bizarre. Although now the rod's not going back in. Oh. Why aren't you going back in? Oh, gravity. Okay, so now I'll show you. Because I feel bad for not. The little white bits on the top weren't there before, so it wasn't actually making a connection with the clicky switch. I should have stayed up so I can show you guys what it looks like when I take it apart and like what I'm talking about. Well, I'll show you. So, before I take this rod out, that is what it looked like. So there's no like white bit, so it's not actually making a connection with the switch, which is what the white things are, and that's what does it. So, yeah, there's nothing there. You like that explanation, or are you gonna get? I feel like I'm doing surgery when I pull the rod out. Because like you see in the movies with like bullet wounds, when they go to take the bullet out, they use like medical tweezers and they pull it out and they're like so slowly, they look at it and then they drop it. And they give me extras. That's so nice. Alright, I'm going to do the trigger first, because that's really aggravating. Yeah, well remember last time I was modding a controller and I was trying to pull the rods out, and then I was like, man, I wonder if what it feels like to be, to give birth. I was like, that's what I imagine, giving birth is like. So I'm like a mom, surgeon, modder. Oh, I need to assemble it upside down. And now it's making that connection. It's making that love connection. Man, I wonder what that feels like. Man, one of my coworkers is 18 years old, and she has a partner. And she's like, I kind of live like a boring life. Like all I do is I watch like Netflix and I hang out with my boyfriend. No, she's like, I watch Netflix and I hang out with my partner. And I'm like, I play video games and watch YouTube and hang out with no one. I told her, well, that's automatically more fun than my life because I don't have a partner. And she laughed. Oh, I almost dropped the rod. They don't give us spare rods. Oh, they gave us some sticky stuff. But I don't know what the sticky stuff is for. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I know, but how can you explain that to someone? Although my mom told my aunt the other day that I stream on Twitch. Which I wasn't like hiding from the family, but my family just like wouldn't understand and wouldn't approve and such. I should probably put the screw in before I put the FPC cable in. I don't know what that is. No. She's like, oh, okay. Like, what the heck is that? Alright, now I can put the FPC cable in. Alright, now I can put the other two, because I forgot I needed a screw. Oh, but it's two anyway, because the third one went somewhere else. I've got like dry skin that's like kind of peeling off and just hanging out, and it's trying to get it keeps getting into my nail, so I'm gonna have to like cut my nail because it's really annoying. Do not fret, Neela. I will finish this controller and show you the 3 games I've purchased, and then I'll end stream. Because it's been an hour and 1 minute. Alright. Have they chatted before? And I did not put it together that it was backwards, Johnny. I was like, you nudge. Can you see that stuff, Neela? Like, can you see if they're followed or like subbed? Or if they chatted? Yeah, no. Probably not. Interesting. Have they followed? I know they haven't subbed. But you never answered my question, Neela. Oh. Now, putting a ribbon cable back together really requires to be at a desk. Like on a flat surface. Can you see if someone's followed or subbed and stuff? Do you got the power? Mr. Mod. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh. Well, that's not as cool now. Ribbon cable's not on right. I hate ribbon cables. So Neela, what do you do as a mod? Because you just seem to sit around all day. I'm kidding. Neela kind of saved me once with the dude that was harassing. But is it just like timed out and banned in like one channel? Like this channel? Alright, let's put, there's a battery. There's the battery. Ooh. This battery is just really difficult to put back in. Yeah, so A button doesn't work, but B, X, Y, X, Z, R, Z, L. I'll give you guys a bit of context into different sounding ones. So this controller that lights up, this is what membranes sound like. Not much click, and this is what the micro switch is. But now I need to take the battery out. I've got like all these controllers connected to my switch now, so I can keep on screwing. I'm gonna move all my little screws down to my keyboard tray, so I don't have to keep like leaning up and leaning down. One of these screws, one of the long ones I need to replace. Man, I guess it's a good thing I'm not invited to like hang out or like sleepovers or anything anymore. Or like, it's a good thing I don't have a partner or anything that I sleep over with, because I wouldn't know which Switch controller to bring. Although I guess if I had somewhere I was sleeping at on the regular basis, I would come up with the system of like 1 week I bring LED, next week I bring clicky. Or like this trip I brought the clicky, the next trip will be LED. You know, first world problems. Yeah, I would need to buy a controller case, because I've got one, but I can't find it. But I really want to buy like one of those hard shell cases, because I think that would be really cool. I don't think you understand how many controllers I have, Neela. I've got 3 sets of Joy-Cons, Neela. I've got neon pink and purple, the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword set, and then my OLED set, my white ones. I've got 2 Pro controllers. I've got the 8BitDo 02, the 8BitDo Lite, the 8BitDo SN30 Pro Plus, and the 8BitDo Arcade Stick, and the GameCube controller, but that's kind of broken. Yeah, I don't think you understand. Oh, and I have a Hori controller. It's like fat, thick Joy-Cons, and it's Eevee and Pikachu. But they only work when they're connected to the Switch. I gotta really push the battery down in there for it to actually work and go in. Oh, I didn't miss 2 screws. Those are just holes that just hang out. These screws that I'm trying to do now, I really hate because it's a really, really tiny spot to get into. I mean, all the spots are really tiny to get into. Ooh, I should buy a secondhand set of Joy-Cons so I can put like LED switches in them. Not LED switches, LED PCB. But I've heard they're a pain in the butt to like take apart. But man, after all the modding I've done, ready for the challenge. Oh, I also have Animal Crossing Joy-Cons. Because I got the Animal Crossing Switch. Neela! I just remembered. Nintendo Switch Sports comes out next week, I believe. And it comes out on Thursday. And I want to play it the day it comes out. Which is Thursday. But I'd have to go from work to my local shopping center to pick it up and then get back home. So I don't know when I can start stream. And I don't want to stream 7 days a week. Unless I become like rich and famous and do a subathon. But I could, because I wanted to cancel a stream one day this week because I'd be streaming on Thursday. But I might not stream on Sunday and then stream on Thursday. I say this, but we all remember what happened last week. I put on the screws too early, far out. I put on screws too early. So I need to remember when I make my stream schedule to put Sunday as my day off. If I miss you, Neela, I can just text you or like go on Discord. I don't have your number. I probably should have turned off my Switch because it's going into like a screen, an application, and I'm like, what's going on? So when I need to remember to make it tonight, and I need to remember to cancel Sunday stream this week, and then I can have more time with my cousin depending on when she leaves. She loves having sleepovers though, and it's not planned to have a sleep. Oh. Also tomorrow, Neela, my cousin, she turned 6 on Tuesday. And being a 6-year-old, she's going to a place, and I think it's called like Fiddlywinks or something, with her school, with her classmates and stuff. That's where her party is being held. And so now I don't have to stress about like getting home to stream when I'll be streaming, because it starts at 2, but who knows what we'll be doing. And she loves sleeping over at our house. Not at my house, at my parents' house. She doesn't like my house. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, I don't know. Something like that. And so now, not streaming on Sunday tomorrow really frees up my schedule. Because you guys are just so time adjust to screw. I might ask Mom what the name of the place we're going to is, so she can tell me, and then we can search it up together. Not yet, Neela. I still got a bag of screws to go through. But that was almost funny. Almost. Sorry, Neela. And maybe if I was doing this over my desk. I dropped a screw again. But I found it, it's alright, don't stress. This controller is going to be so awesome when I get the A button fixed. Dropped it again. It's alright, my big tummy catches them. I'm kidding, I actually think I've lost weight because I needed to buy a belt to keep my pants and my shorts up. Where for a while, like a solid few months, my jeans were too tight. Like tight around the waist. But now I need a belt to keep them up and I'm like, yes! Eating less and walking more, and probably the stress is like healthier. And working out, I do work out a lot. I didn't work out on Friday because I wasn't feeling well. I think Friday morning. I'm really sad because there was like no way to put micro switches in the D-pad. And I'm like, That's the A button. I had issues with the A button. Oh well, I'll still have to screw it. Yeah, then that's, yeah. Like, I know that people see me as like good looking and attractive and stuff. I don't feel it, man. But most recently, when I had to buy that belt, I'm like, dude. I hate putting these things back on. Can't remember which screw needed to be replaced. Oh, and oh, Neela. We got a release date for Splatoon 3, and Splatoon 2 is my favorite Switch game. And so I'm going to be taking the day Splatoon 3, I'm going to be taking that day off so I can go and pick up the game. So it comes out on the 9th of September. I know why the A button was clicking a little bit, and that's because it wasn't like connected together very well. But now that I pushed it all in together, it works. Unfortunately, we couldn't put, oh, I already said this, we couldn't put clicky switches in the D-pad, but that's fine. I love the face buttons. Controller modded. But now, let's, ow. I had like a box digging into my skin. Let's turn on my Switch with this controller. And then we'll use this controller and I'll show you guys the games I purchased today. Now they were all eShop games because I think they're all eShop exclusive. But that's fine. I didn't plan it out very well. So today, this morning, I purchased Townscaper, Terraria, and Unpacking. So I'm gonna play them this week. I was thinking, so this was before I was going to cancel Sunday stream. Not cancel, reschedule Sunday stream to Thursday. I was gonna play it because I knew I had commitments on Thursday. So I knew I was gonna have a shorter stream on Thursday. Sunday. Unpacking this one. So I was going to play Townscaper tomorrow. Before I was going to reschedule Sunday stream, but do you need to see it, Neela? Like, I just thought you just wanted to see me. Like, who doesn't? I suppose I'll grace your screens. I mean, I grace your screens most of the time. Anyway. Stop interrupting me! I forget what I'm saying. Although I've probably said it enough that you probably know what I'm on about. I was going to play Townscaper tomorrow. But then I'm rescheduling Sunday stream for Thursday. And Thursday will be Nintendo Switch Online. So I'll probably do Townscaper Monday because my cousin will also be over on Monday, so I don't know how long I'll be able to stream. It'll be another after dinner stream, so that'll be Mondays, and then I really want to play Unpacking, so that'll be Tuesday, and then Wednesday it'll be Terraria. I know, Neela. Let me ask my mom where the place we're going to tomorrow for my cousin's birthday is. Crap, my phone's down there. Never mind. I don't want to get my phone yet. It's just down there. And I'm up here. But this might be where I leave stream today. Going through physical burnout's rough, man. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember. I'll try, Neela. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had as much fun watching as I did modding and explaining like pretty much my life story like 3 times. I'm really excited to play the new games that I got. I don't know how many streams I'll do on each game, but that'll be determined for next week. Hopefully tomorrow I have a new like candy cup, and so I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. I'll see you then. Bye. Good night, Neela.